Good morning, graduates of 2023, families, teachers, faculty, administrators, and everyone else. Hope you're all having an amazing morning so far. Graduates, a huge congratulations to you. It is one heck of a special day, isn't it? It's like the end of an era. You are officially saying goodbye to 14 years of the 8 to 3 grind. And you know what? Today is the last day you will ever hear your teacher called today, and the last day you'll ever have to deal with a vice principal or principal, unless you go into teaching, and the last day your mom or dad will ever know if you skipped a class. I'm Rashmi Mistry, the author of Confident, Resilient, Fearless, a guide to revival from within, and I'm honored to be a part of your special day. And a big thank you to Holy Name of Mary College School and Carrie Hughes Grant for inviting me to be the keynote speaker today. Class of 2023, you must be feeling all kinds of feels today, right? So let me amplify them a little. Come on now, parents. Let me hear your voices and your applause for all these graduates. Graduates, I hope you continue to celebrate this elementary and high school's journey's finale throughout the summer. Actually, celebrate it always. Because one thing you can never buy back is time, but you can always revel in the beautiful memories, for they will be your many go-to places for laughter, smiles, giggles. This is the beauty of the mind. It's been quite the ride, hasn't it? A long ride, to say the least. 14 years from kindergarten to grade 12. Don't worry though, the next rodeo is oh so quick. You'll almost want it to go a little bit slower. 23 years ago this month, I was graduating from graduate school. See, time does fly, and hair does go gray. And take it from me, appreciate the beauty of your youth, and stop being hard on yourself. I look back at pictures of me and feel like I didn't give myself enough credit as a youth. Today is the start of a new beginning for all of you, a beginning to your newfound young adulthood, where you can debate, contemplate, gain wisdom, question, advocate, speak up, and enjoy this new type of freedom in your thinking without a grown-up or a system always telling you what to do, supposed to do, shouldn't do, and mustn't do. You kind of really dive into some serious independence at this time, especially if you're going away and living away for post-secondary school. This autonomy is going to give you an opportunity to nurture your greatness and unearth that sacred and beautiful gift that only you have the ability to unlock. The day you were born, you were given a special and a unique gift. As you harness your inner powers and cultivate mindfulness, healthy living, and positivity, it will bring to light your soul's purpose. Let me remind you, the external world has and will continue to leave lasting impressions on you, both good and bad, which sometimes can discourage you from your personal discovery. But don't ever succumb, and do not ever be afraid to prioritize yourself. And also, don't ever hesitate to vocalize the word no whenever you need it. The word my daughter uses fearlessly at 3 years old. Weird, right? We use this word, kids use this word fearlessly, and we become fearful as adults. As you move from being in this all-girls school and into a world where you will come across many things, and one being gender inequalities, or the messages that indirectly propose boys can, girls can't. You must always learn and unlearn, feel comfortable with uncomfortable, and rewire the fixed mindset. To continually revive from within and never ever feel that you are not good enough, prepared enough, or even man enough. Because yes, we got testosterone coming through our systems as well. And like Rihanna once said, there is something special about a woman who dominates in a man's world. It takes a certain grace, strength, intelligence, fearlessness, and the nerve to never take no for an answer. As a young woman, I wish I was empowered to speak up. I wish I came across people who empowered me to feel safe and questioning the double standard. I was the little girl whose soul would nudge me from the interior to speak up and ask questions about the dimensions of life that would present gender inequalities. And sometimes I would get in trouble for speaking up for injustices. The reality was, and still is, indirect messages are always being planted in every girl's subconscious. In fact, I remember asking one of my teachers in elementary school why all scientists were men, and he relaxed his pipe from his mouth and said, men are better in maths and science, and women are better at language and history. I walked back to my desk feeling uneasy, because you know what my soul was doing. Yep, wanting to tell my teacher that what he said was BS. Well, today I can stand here and tell you that for centuries, women have made important contributions to science. But it took far too long for their discoveries to be recognized or acknowledged at all. Do you know why? Because the history of science neglected the amazing, groundbreaking women who changed the world. In fact, there are not many people even today who could name a scientist that's a woman. Gender inequality is loud and silent, direct and indirect, subtle and crude, but nonetheless very present in this so-called modern and contemporary world we live in. Today, there are still places in the world where women and girls are deprived from bodily autonomy, places where child brides still exist, and violence against women continues in every part of the world. Today, we still see more opportunities for men in the managerial and CEO positions. Men are still paid more than women doing the same roles in many sectors. Today, girls and women are considered catty and crazy in heated discussions, while boys and men are called strong and confident. Today, men are still dominating the sports and athletic industry. Ladies and gentlemen, gender inequality is still very present in many aspects of life. The time is now to dismantle inequalities and stereotypes and norms, because girls and women alike cannot feel like they are imposters, lack self-assurance, and doubt themselves and question their confidence. I want all of you and every girl and woman on this planet to know you can do anything, be anything, and have anything, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And in the face of adversity, there is an opportunity for you to change the world and rebel against the strategic plan that has kept girls on an unequal playing field from the beginning of time, which was cleverly curated for a reason, and that reason being girls and women alike are a force to be reckoned with. And by now, women probably would have been running a very successful and peaceful world. So ladies, one piece of advice I offer you today is to master thy mind, because the mind can serve and protect and empower you, but also betray and crush and weaken you. The mind can go deeper than the deepest sea, so cultivate the mind, for it is your garden. Build a rich foundation, nourish, feed, and love that foundation, and choose wisely the seeds you plant. Foster mindfulness, healthy living, and positivity to keep the mind in mastery mode. The mind is strong, but it can also become weak. It is resilient, but it can also be vulnerable. It can be confident, but also feel self-conscious. It can be fearless, but also feel scared. And once you master your mind, you will gracefully acknowledge and appreciate the journey of the mind, and be skilled at using it to serve, protect, and empower you. It will be your key to rising above unforeseen circumstances or anything else that life tosses your way. It will be your greatest advantage in slaying in this complex, yet unequal world we live in. It will be your secret to mental, physical, social, emotional, and spiritual well-being, but also your key to happiness, gratitude, and fulfillment. As you transition to the next phase of your life, the mastered mind will remind you there's no growth in the comfort zone, and there's no comfort in the growth zone. Your mastered mind will not sit quietly in the face of injustice, and it will be the architect in building your confidence, resilience, and fearlessness. The mastered mind will fall in love with the self first before anyone else. It will prioritize laughter. It will find stillness for living in the moment. And it will most definitely harness the powers that live within. In today's world, stress, could be oh so debilitating, but the mastered mind will stress for success and know how to use the mind and body to reduce stress and handle it. Minutes of waiting for a text back will feel like a lifetime from the one you crush on, but a mastered mind will change the game and turn the tables. Feelings of failure may weaken your ego, but a mastered mind will practice building and nurturing a healthy ego to transform failure into a success story. Scrolling and creeping through social media may get addictive, but a mastered mind will seamlessly disconnect. Fear may want to stop you, but a mastered mind will look fear in the eye until it backs down. Thoughts and feelings of what other people think could hold you back, but a mastered mind will whisper to you, believe and trust in yourself, for others will never live your life. Other people may not always want the best for you, but a mastered mind will alert you on people's hidden intentions and personal insecurities. A mastered mind will continue to push you to grow, reflect, learn, and develop. So graduates of 2023, remember, if I could only offer you one tip for your future, it would be to master your mind, for it will be your most powerful weapon in this intricate yet beautiful, abstract yet concrete, and complex yet simple world we live in. Congratulations again to each and every one of you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting me be part of your special day. I'm honored. I wish you all the very best today and always. Have a wonderful and blessed day.